Eastward Ho, Act 4, Scene 1, Cuckold's Heaven. Enter slit gut with a pair of ox horns, discovering Cuckold's Heaven above. Slit gut, all hail fair heaven of married men only, for there are none but married men cuckolds. For my part, I presume not to arrive here, but in my master's behalf, poor butcher of East Cheap, who sends me to set up in honor of Saint Luke these necessary ensigns of his homage, and up I got this morning, thus early, to get up to the top of this famous tree, this that is all fruit and no leaves, to advance this crest of my master's occupation. Up then heaven and Saint Luke bless me, that I be not blown into the Thames as I climb with this furious tempest. Light, I think the devil be abroad in likeness of a storm, to rob me of my horns. Hark how he roars, Lord! What a coil the Thames keeps! She bears some unjust burden, I believe, that she kicks and curves thus to cost it. Heaven bless all honest passengers that are upon her back now, for the bit is out of her mouth, I see, and she will run away with them. So, I think I have made it to the right way. It runs against London Bridge, as I were even full butt. And now let me discover from this lofty prospect what pranks the rude Thames play in her desperate Lancy. Oh me, here's a boat has been cast away hard by, alas, 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 alas. See one of her passengers laboring for his life to land at this haven here. Pray heaven he may recover it. His next land is even just under me. Hold out yet a little, whatsoever thou art, pray, and take a good heart to thee. At this heaven here, pray heaven he may recover it. His next land is even just under me. Hold out yet a little, whatsoever thou art, pray, and take a good heart to thee. 'Tis a man, take a man's heart to thee. Get a little further, get up thy legs, man, now 'tis shallow enough. So, alas, he is down again. Hold thee, wind, father, 'tis a man in a nightcap. So, now he's got up again, now he's past the worst. Yet, thanks be to heaven, he come towards me pretty strongly, and a security without his hat, in a nightcap, wet band. Security. Heaven, I beseech thee, how have I offended thee? Where am I cast ashore now, that I may go a writer way home by land? Let me see, oh, I am scarce able to look about me. Where is there any sea mark that I am acquainted with them? Slitgut, look up, father. Are you acquainted with this mark? Security. What landed at Cuckold's Heaven, hell and damnation. I will run back and drown myself. He falls down. Slitgut, poor man, how weak he is. The weak water has washed away his strength. Security. Landed the at Cuckold's Haven. If it had not been to die 20 times alive, I should never have escaped that. I will never arise more. I will grovel here and eat dirt till I be choked. I will make the gentle earth do that which the cruel water has denied me. Slitgut, alas, good father, be not so desperate. Rise, man, if you will. I'll come presently and lead you home. Security, home. Shall I make any known my home that has known me thus abroad? How low shall I crouch away that no eye may see me? I will creep on the earth while I live and never look heaven in the face more. Exit creeping. Slitgut, what young planet reigns now throw that old men are so or are so foolish. What desperate young swaggerer would have been abroad such a weather as this upon the water? Ay, me see another remnant of this unfortunate shipwreck or some other a woman I faith, a woman though it be almost at St. Christine's. I discern it to be a woman, for all her body is both the water and her clothes swim about her most handsomely. Oh, they bear her up most bravely. Has not a woman reason to love the taking up of her clothes the better while she lives for this? Alas, how busy the rude Thames is about her. A pox, oh, that wave it will drown her, I faith will drown her. Cry God mercy, she has escaped it. I thank heaven she has escaped it. Oh, how she swims like a mermaid. Some vigilant body look out and save her. That's well said. Just where the priest fell in, there's one sat down a ladder and goes to take her up. God's blessing, oh thee hard boy. Now take her up in thy arms and to bed with her. She'd up, she's a beautiful woman. I warned her, the billows durst not devour, devour her. Enter a drawer of the Blue Anchor with Winifred. Drawer. How fare you now, lady? Winifred, much better, my good friend. Then I wish as one desperate of her fame. Now my life is preserved. Drawer. Comfort yourself, that power that preserved you from death can likewise defend you from infamy. However, you deserve it. Fear, were not you one that looked boat late this night with the knight of other gentlemen at Billingsgate? Winifred, unhappy that I was. Drawer, I am glad it was my good hap to come down thus far after you to a house of my friends here in St. Christine's, since I am now happily made a mean to your rescue from the ruthless tempest, which when you took board was so extreme, and the gentleman that brought you forth so desperate and unsober, that I feared long This I should hear of your shipwreck, and therefore with little other reason made the spot this way. And this I must tell you, since perhaps you may make use of it. There was left behind you at your tavern, brought by the porter, hired by the young gentleman that brought you. The gentlewoman's gown, hat, stockings, shoes, which if they be yours, and you please to shift you, taking a hard bed here in this house of my friend, I will presently go fetch you. Winifred thanks my good friend for your more than good news. The gown with all things bound with it are mine, which if you please to fetch as you have promised, I will boldly receive the kind favor you have offered till your return, entreating you by all the good you have done in preserving me hitherto to let none take knowledge of what favor you do me, or where such a one as I am bestowed lets you incur me much more damage in my fame than you have done me pleasure in preserving my life. Come in, lady, and shift yourself, resolved that nothing but your own pleasure shall be used in your discovery. Winifred, thank you, good friend. The time may come I shall recute it. Slit gut. See, I hold my life. There's some other taking up at vaping now. Look what a sort of people cluster about the gallows here. In good truth, it is so. Oh me, a fine young gentleman, what and taken up at gallows heaven grant he be not one day taken up there. Oh my life, it is ominous. Well, he is delivered for the time. I see the people have all left him, yet will I keep my prospect a while to see if any more have been shipwrecked. Enter Quicksilver bareheaded. Quicksilver, accursed that ever I was, save or born. How fatal is my sad arrival here, as if the stars and Providence spake to me and said, the drift of all unlawful courses, whatever and they dare propose themselves in frame of their licentious policies, in the firm order of just destiny, they are the ready highways to our ruins. I know not what to do, my wicked hopes are with this tempest torn up by the roots. Of which way shall I bend my desperate steps? I wish unsufferable shame and misery will not attend them. I will walk this bank and see if I can meet the other relics of our poor shipwrecked crew or hear of them. The night, alas, was so far gone with wine, and the other three that I refused their boat and took the helpless woman in other, who cannot but be sunk. Whatever fortune hath brought upon the others' desperate lives. Enter Sir Patronal and Seagull bareheaded. Patronal, Zondas, Captain, I will tell thee, we are cast up the coast of France, coast of France. Foot, I am not drunk still, I hope. Don't remember where we were last night, Seagull. No, by my truth, night, not I, but methinks we have been a horrible while upon the water and in the water. Paternal. A me. We are undone forever. Haste any money about thee, seagull, not a penny by heaven. Paternal, not a penny between us and cast ashore in France. Seagull, faith I cannot tell that my brains nor mine eyes are not mine own yet. Enter two gentlemen. Paternal, foot will not believe me. I I know by the eval- elevation of the pole and by altitude and latitude of the climate. See, here come the couple of French gentlemen. I knew we were in France. Don't you think our gentlemen are so Frenchified that a man knows not where he be in France or in England when he sees them? What shall we do? We must even to them and entreat some relief of them. Life is sweet, and we have no other means to relieve our lives now but their charities. Seagull, pray you do, pray you, do you beg on them, then you can speak French. Patronal. First gentleman. Second gentleman, a poor knight of England, a poor knight of Windsor, are you not? Why speak you this broken French when you are a whole Englishman? On what coast are you, think you, paternal? On the coast of French, sir. First gentleman, on the coast of dogs, sir. You are in the isle of dogs. I tell you, I see you have been washed in Thames here, and I believe you were drowned in the tavern before, else you would never have took boat in such a dawning as this was. Farewell, farewell, we will not know you for hearing of you. I know the man wheel, he is one of my 30-pound knights. Second gentleman, no, no, this is he that stole his knighthood. Oh, the grand day of £4 given to a page, all the money in purse, I vote well. Seagull, that's Colonel. I knew you were overshoot. Patronal. Sure, I think now indeed, Captain Seagull, we were something overshoot. And a Quicksilver. What, my sweet Frank Quicksilver, don't thou survive to rejoice me, but what nobody at the heels Frank I me, what is become of poor Mistress Security? Quicksilver, faith gone quite from her name, as she is from her fame. I think I left her to the mercy of the water. Seagull, let her go, let her go. Let us go to our ship at Blackwell and shift us. Patronal, nay, by my truths, let our clothes rot upon us, and let us rot in them. 20 to 1 our ship is attached by this time. If we set her not under sail this last tide, I never looked for any other. Woe is me! What shall become of us? The last money we could make, the greedy Thames has devoured, and if our ship be attached, there is no hope can relieve us. Quicksilver, what night, what an unknightly faintness transports thee, let our ship sink, and all the world that's without us be taken from us. I hope I have some tricks in this brain of mine shall not let us perish. Seagull, well said, Frank, I faith, O my nimble spirited Quicksilver, for God would thou had been our colonel paternal. I like his spirit rarely, but I see no means he has to support that spirit. Quicksilver, go tonight. I have more means than thou art aware of. Have not lived amongst goldsmiths and goldmakers all this while, but I have learned something worthy of my time with them, and not to let thee stink where thou stand night. I'll let thee know some of my skill presently. Seagull, do good, Frank, I beseech thee. Quicksilver, I will blanch copper so cunningly that it shall endure all proofs but the test. It shall endure malleation. It shall have the ponderosity of Luna and the tenacity of Luna, by no means variable. Paternal light. Where learn though these terms through Quicksilver? Trust not the terms of this art. Every ignorant quack slaver is perfect in. But I'll tell you how yourself shall blanch copper, thus cunningly take arsenic, otherwise called relega, which indeed is plan rat's bane, sublime them 3 or 4 times, then take the sublimate of this relega and put them into a glass of chai mia, and let them have a convenient deco, deco, decoction a natural 4 and 20 hours, and he will become perfectly fixed. Then take this fixed powder and project him upon well purged copper habibis magistrum ambo. Excellent, Frank, let us hug thee. Quicksilver, nay, this I will do. Besides, I'll take you off 12 pence from every angel with a kind of aquafortis, and never deface any part of the image. Paternal, but then it will want weight. Quicksilver, you shall restore that. Thus take your salacane prepared and your distilled urine, and let your angels lie in it but 4 and 20 hours, and they shall have their perfect weight again. Come on now. I hold this it enough to put some spirit into the livers of you. I'll infuse more another time. We have saluted the proud air long enough with our bare sconces. Now I have you to a Vance house of mine at London. There make shift to shift us, and after take such fortunes as the stars shall assign us. Ambo, notable Frank, we will ever adore thee. And a drawer with Winifred, new attired. Winifred, now, sweet friend, you have brought me near enough your tavern, which I desire I might with some colour be seen near, inquiring for my husband, who I must tell you stole here the last night with my wet gown we have left at your friend's, which to continue your former honest kindness, let me pray you to keep close from knowledge of any. And so, with all vow of your requital, let me now entreat you to leave me to my woman's wit and fortune drawer. All shall be done you desire, and so all the fortune you can wish for attend you. And security. I will once more to this unhappy tavern before I shift one rag of me more, that I may there know what is left behind and what news of their passengers. I have bought me a hat and band with the little money I had about me, and made the streets and little leave staring at my nightcap. Winifred, oh my dear husband, where have you been tonight? All night abroad at taverns, robbed me of my garments, and fair as one run away from me. Alas, is this seemly for a man of your credit, of your ego and affection to your wife? Security. What should I say? How miraculously sorts this? Was not I at home and called thee last night? Winifred, yes, sir, the harmless sleep you broke, and my answer to you would have witnessed it if you had the patience to have stayed and answer me, but your so sudden retreat made me imagine you were gone to Master Brambles, and so rested patient and hopeful of your coming again, till this your unbelievable absence brought me abroad with no less than wonder to seek you where the false night had carried you. Security, villain and monster that I was. How was I abused thee? I was suddenly gone indeed, for my sudden jealousy transferred me. I will say no more, but this dear wife, I suspected thee. Winifred, did you suspected me? Security, talk not of it, I beseech thee. I am ashamed to imagine it. I will home, and every morning on my knees ask thee heartily forgiveness. Slitgut, now will I descend my honorable prospect, the furthest seeing sea mark of the world. No marvel then if I could see 2 miles about me. I hope the red tempest's anger be not overblown, which show I think heaven sent as a imprisonment for profaning holy Saint Luke's memory with so ridiculous a custom. Though dishonest satire, farewell to honest married men, farewell to all sorts and degrees of thee, farewell thou horn of hunger that called the inns court to their manger. Farewell thou horn of abundance that ad- adorns the heads, headsman of the Commonwealth. Farewell, thou horn of direction that is the city lanthorn. Farewell, thou horn of player, the ensign of the huntsman. Farewell, thou horn of destiny, the ensign of the married man. Farewell, thou horn tree that bearest